Okay, hi. What's up? How you doing? Would you like to see a wing? Would you like to see a wing? A taxidermy wing? You would? Dora the Explorer, but I show you taxidermy pieces. Okay, hold up. Hold up. I'm not gonna tell you what kind of bird it is. You have to guess. Yes. Is it? Oh, I have two of them. I forgot to tell you. I have two of them. Let me tell you something. I have two of them. They are my wings. I am normal. I'm just like you. Just like you. I'm just like you. I'm just like all of you boys out there. I'm just like every other boy. I'm just like every other guy. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. These are the nails. I did my nails a couple months back. They're like this kaleidoscopy. They're the closest thing I'll ever get to the Aurora Borealis. Okay, so like I am. Oh yeah, so this is the closest thing I'll ever get to the Aurora Borealis. So these fuck ass nails. Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page. My face is really red because I just red. Why did I say it like that? My face is really red. Because it is. Because I'm better than you. That's why. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, because I just scrubbed it. Yeah. Because I just took a makeup wipe to my face. I had like this whole makeup thing on. Like I had makeup on. Take me out back with the horses in the holes, guys, because sorry, my nose ring is itching now. And then like I have these are not boogers, I have a corkscrew in my nose because like the 5 things at once. My face is red because I scrubbed it off with the makeup remover. Okay, there. And then number two, these are not boogers. These are actually metallic corkscrews that are attached to a stud, because I don't like the sticks and I don't like the L's. Or I'm sorry, they go like the L's. And I thought I'll try out the corkscrews. Well, I always look have a booger. I always look have a booger. No, I have like a booger, mom. There's no booger in my brains. There's no boogers. Okay, it's no booger. Don't have to tell you, but there's no fucking boogers in there. I am so red on camera. I just look so red. I look sunburnt, but I'm not sunburnt. I follow a lot of drag queens. Hi. I know you guys are following me too. Shut the fuck up. I know you guys are following me too. Like, hi, what's up? What's happening? Hey, so I use this new primer, right? Well, new to me. Okay, it's like a glue for your face or something. It's like some glue. Dude, ladies, I'm sorry. Dudes and dolls, okay? And, the in-betweens. What's up? Just listen. The best primer ever. It was like this NYX glue shit. Like, okay, so I follow like a lot of drag queens, and I noticed it was like they were like, oh, to keep white on, this is what you need. And I was like, I ain't wearing white makeup. I live in the humidity and shit like that. Guys, I went out in public with that shit more. It was really good. And look, here's the thing. I just had some barbacoa and then some fucking Ben and Jerry's, some raspberry cheesecake shit. And I watched Cursed. And I feel better. I feel a lot better. There's something wrong with me because, no, there's not. There's nothing wrong with me. So fuck you. How about that? No, listen. Every time I watch a werewolf movie, I'll be in this fuck ass mood. I'll be in the shitty, dumb fucking mood, ready to cut some fucking microbangs. I've had it up to here kind of shit. I'm in microbang mode, right? Microbang mode. Okay, like no. Hooker, whore, slut, bitch, cunt. Wrong. No. No. I'll be in microbang mode though. I'm just like like ready to like rip off my lower jaw and just like here's my number, so call me maybe type of shit. In a mood. A very suspicious mood. And then the state of the world will be like meh, 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 meh. And I'm like just want to eat this whole mic. Okay, look, I'm just in a mood, right? And like I go outside because they're like, oh, walking around's good for your mental health. And then immediately I get lost in the forest for 2 hours. Fuck me, right? I got lost in the forest for 2 hours the other day. I got lost. You know what my youngest son told me? Because I teach him stories. Because I'm a storyteller. So he knows about the Fae. He was like, Mom, do I need to put my shirt inside out? Because he was like, we're getting pixie lid. And fuck yeah, we were, bro. I got lost in the fucking woods for 2 hours. Here's a picture of a tree that said turn back. There was red spray paint on a motherfucking tree that said turn back. I said, eh. And my eldest son told me, Mom, we are doing some white people stuff by not turning back. And I said, come on. So I was in a mood and I got us lost for 2 hours because they said being outside was good for your mental health. And I should have listened to both of my sons because they were like, Mom, I think we're lost. And I was like, no, we're not lost. And it was just me and my two kids at sunset, lost in the woods. I was like, Blair Witch Project who? Oh my God. I was like, the moment I fucking start standing in a corner. Anyways, so yeah, I've been in a fucked up mood, right? So I've been trying to fight the mood. Fight the power. I've been trying to fight this mood, and it's just not, it's just not, I don't know, working. And yeah, so it's just the elephant in the room. I dyed my hair again. This is called black leather, and it's very, very nice. Okay, it's very nice. I'm just gonna say it's very nice, and then we're gonna shut up about it. It's nice. I'm not gonna cut my bangs. I've decided I'm holding myself accountable. This is me about to punch me. I've decided holding myself. I've decided that I'm gonna start going to a hairdresser to dye my hair after this. I want to keep it black. I want it to grow, but I want to keep this like Kate Bush shit going on in the front. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I like it a little too much. All right. But I want it to be black, and I want it to be a true black. I don't want it to be faded brown. I don't want it to be green. I don't want it to be red or purple. I want it to be a true black. And it has a little blue underneath because guess what I did? When it was red, I put purple on top of it. And then I dyed it black. Why? I don't know. I'm really asking you guys if you know. You've been watching me long enough. Why did I do it? No, I'm kidding. The slightest inconvenience, I'm like, waiter, black box hair dye. Wiener. But you know, I do love black hair, so whatever. I also have a wig, and I like the wig. It's a nice wig. It's a good wig, Savannah. But yeah, no, it's a good wig. It's a good wig, and I like it a lot. Anyways, so I was inspired the other day because actually on this wing, hi, how are you doing? Okay, let's get really fucking close, really fucking quick. Okay, so on the wing, at the base right here, there is this beautiful blue, and there's a little bit of banding. And on the back, it's more gray and brown, but on the front, it's got this blue, blue black mixed into here, and then on the back, it's like brown and gray. And then I was just looking at all the colors in this wing, and it's very, very immaculate, very beautiful, a very beautiful bird. One of my favorites. And anyways, yeah, I want to be buried with them, baby. I want to be buried with them. Not at sea. Please don't put me in the fucking ocean. Don't do that shit to me. I can't go see my mom. I put my mom in the ocean. Like I put her ashes in the ocean, and now every time a hurricane comes, I'm like, oh, she gotta get my ass. No, but like this girl was fighting with my mom before my mom died, and the last big hurricane to hit Texas blew that girl's house away. And I was like, that was my mom. That was my mom. Weather control, who? No, that was my mother. Maybe you heard of her? I heard my mom. No, I'm kidding. I put her in the ocean. Maybe you heard of her? Have you seen her lately? Yeah, anyways. So, yeah, I've just been in a fuck-ass mood, right? So angry, whatever. But that primer was totally cool. I put on, like, this face primer. It's, like, this NYX glue for your face. Very, very good shit. Very, very, very good shit. Very good shit. Girl, I need to put y'all on that. I'm about to go put all my friends on it. Because, yeah, like, but also, I don't know, like, there's, like, a lot of, you know how, like, Republican women do their makeup? It's, like, all, like me in 2005 thinking that orange makeup matched my skin tone. What the fuck ever. So anyways, I've been in this really weird mood. I was lost in the woods for 2 hours, and then we found like a bunch of weird shit somebody wrote on like these signs. Like some kid had a pin out there, and one of them, like some of the stuff was in Spanish, and they're like, Satan es gay. And I was like, fuck you, man. Happy Pride Month. All right. Happy Pride Month to Satan too. Jesus fucking Christ. Because, like, honestly, come on, man. We got some good stories out of Satan. No fucking knock it to each, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But yeah. They were like, Satan is gay. It's like, and then I was thinking, because I don't know Spanish, even though I should because I am Mexican. Oh, don't tell anybody. Ugh! That's another thing. Oh my god, guys, it's been rough. It's been fucking rough. Like, it's been fucking rough because the violence in my blood is like brewing. Like, it's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Like, my grandmother's from Mexico, right? She's dead. So you can't deport her because she's dead, asshole. Okay. They try to dig her up. I'm like, okay. She's in a military cemetery. Do you know why? Because my grandma from Mexico was a fucking airman in the Korean War. Oh, you're totally fine whenever it comes to like fucking wartime when you need bodies to fill suits and boots. You're totally fine with me like, hey, get over here. I hate you. I don't even want to get into that shit because that's something that I'll rant on forever. But yeah. It's crazy. Texas is trying to ban THC while spending $50 million on psychedelic research. I said, I know another 3-letter agency that was doing that shit in the 60s. Hmm. I was like, y'all tripping. Oh, y'all tripping. But they don't want to go to California or even to Paul Stamets and ask about his research. Or in California, they do research with people who have like Alzheimer's or like irreversible like cancer, like late stage cancer patients and stuff like that. They'll go into these clinical trials where they actually take psychedelics and like go through therapy. And a lot of them have shown more cognitive function, which is kind of crazy that Alzheimer's patients like regain some cognitive function, allegedly. Let's just say allegedly, because I'm not trying to get sued. But the neurological pathways that certain mushrooms, this is crazy. Texas was like, fuck you, no THC gummies. And they're like, but we're gonna be spending $50 million on psychedelic research because, and I was like, who is funding you? Like, who's funding you? Like, who's funding you? Like, what the fuck? Who's funding you, baby? But I'm sure all that will come to a halt come next hurricane season because they're like trying to abolish FEMA. So next hurricane season, I'm sure if one hits the coast, it'll just be a big bad. And they're like, $50 million in psychedelic research? Are you gonna go trip on the beach and try to push the hurricane away with like your vibes or something? I would like to see that. Anyways, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. It's weird. But I have been watching some videos. I'm sorry, I'm just ranting while I have a chance. Been watching some videos again from this guy named Reinstall Paul on YouTube, and I love Reinstall Paul. Love him. Love him. And because like I was like in it to win it. Just kidding, I wasn't. I was like in it to like, I don't know, fucking lash out at everybody. I was like, I'm just so mad at everything. It's like very easy to want to lash out. Like it's very easy. It's very easy. But then I was watching some of his videos and he was like, hey, this is a trap. You shouldn't be liking or disliking things. You should actually stay from like an observation point and blah 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 blah. And I was like, damn. I said to myself, damn, Paul is right. Another thing, I have to go look up. Can somebody remind me, like in the comments, be like, hey girl, weren't you supposed to look up the etymological root for Simon? Yeah. I've been watching a lot of movies where somebody's name is Simon. For some reason the name Simon keeps popping up and I don't know why. And I'm such like a girl or something. Anything. I don't know. But I need to go like I'm okay, yeah, I am that bitch. Like I do research into names and I'm like, well, what does that name come from? Where does it come from? I'm like such a yapper and a researcher. Like if I'm not researching, I feel like I'm dead. I feel like I'm in a casket already. Like if I'm not researching, what is the point? What's the point if I'm not learning? The only thing I'm learning is that there's horrors, or tons of horrors. But you know what I will say? I've also been watching Guillermo del Toro's like interviews because I love him. I love him like don't tell my husband, but I fucking love Guillermo del Toro. Okay, fucking love him. I would give him a big fat kiss on the lips if I could, but I'm not gonna do that because that's gross and rude and not consensual. But I would. But I would fucking have you know, I would lay one on Guillermo del Toro. Do you know why? Because I fucking love him. I'm just kidding. I don't know him. I just love the way he thinks. I love his vision. He's hilarious. He's got good stories. He's had kind of a fucking crazy life. Bitch, yeah, me too. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck? I'm not gonna get into it, but I love Guillermo del Toro. Okay. And I'm very excited for Frankenstein. Okay, back to this. And I'm very excited for Frankenstein. Okay, you know why? Because I too am just like the monster. I am the creature from Frankenstein. I am the like motherfucker. Dad who? Dad who? Like dad who? Father? I was created and abandoned on this planet. Like Mary Shelley? Girl, why are you writing about my life? Like, stop. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'm very excited for that. So, cause I'm looking forward to November. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. What am I not looking forward to? A lot of other things. I'm just like sorting stuff out, and I did fall into a lot of traps. I feel like I fell into a lot of like my. I was trying to just like do one shot of just recording in one shot. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna happen. There's too many sounds. Oh, it's 2:00 in the morning, but there's still too many sounds. We're nocturnal. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? My husband works nights. We're nocturnal. It is 150 degrees. Humidity. I'm sorry. Heat index. It's 150 degrees in Texas right now. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's like 110. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what the weatherman tells you, but he's a liar. It's hotter than that. It's hotter than you think. On like the numbers they put out on the internet, they're like it's going to be in the low 80s. Baby, it's the high 90s. Okay, it's the high 90s. It's so hot, and the air is so thick. I don't want to talk about it. Summer has come to the doorstep of the swamps. Okay, the South Texas swamps, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, great. Okay, awesome. I hate it. Anyways, it's really hot in Texas. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Texas is weird. It sucks. It's whatever. Whatever. I don't fucking care. What do I care about? Yeah, I'm really excited for Frankenstein. Really excited for that. I've been watching a lot of Reinstall Paul, and then I've also been watching like Guillermo del Toro interviews because he's so fucking funny. Anyways, I love him so much. What else? Oh, bird wings. Bird wings. And then I've been doing my makeup, and that's so funny. Like my husband was like, "Hey, you look like Summer Emily," and I was like, "I do. Thank you. What does that mean?" He's like, "You know what that means." I was like, "Yeah, I know." I always like pull out all of my white face paint, makeup, whatever, when it's summertime and put it on. I don't know why. It's just something I do. Okay. When I was a kid, we used to walk around with like giant hoodies on, giant black hoodies in the summer, and giant trip pants. God, we were so crazy. And like, I don't know, I think we're trying to kill ourselves with the heat or something. Like, we're like, oh, we're gonna, we're just gonna overheat and die. Yeah. I don't know, whatever. It was like peacocking. And like, you had to additionally peacock in the summer and like hide your skin from the sun or something. I don't know. It was just something we did back in the day. But I was listening to, oh my God. Okay. If you are like 30 to 35, maybe 28. No, fuck that. No. You have to be like 30 to 35, possibly almost 40. 30 to 40s. Hi, 30 to 40 bitches, okay? I'm not talking about anybody in their 80s or anybody in their 20s. Specifically for those who grew up with MySpace. Pay attention. Okay, so here's the thing. I used to like jam Hawthorne Heights as a kid. Like I used to jam a lot of emo music, right? As a kid, specifically during the MySpace era. But there was like lots of other bands we would jam. Like MySpace really helped artists jump off. Like, it was really like one of those diving boards into the masses, because if you followed like a very, okay, here's how like sometimes like an avenue of music would hit me. So we were pirating music on LimeWire, of course, as we did. We were getting music off the internet illegally and then downloading it and then putting it onto burning it onto a CD, or putting it directly into an MP3 player or an iPod, right? And yeah, but like how music came to us was through MySpace, was one of the like avenues. And so like if you followed a girl, she would have like a song in her bio or whatever. Like, yeah, it would be like a song on her page, right? And like and so a lot of music was introduced to us through each other, through that kind of web of connection on the internet. And it was very interesting. It was a very interesting time. But Hawthorne Heights was one of those bands that was like very popular growing up, and so was AFI. And well, it was like AFI, Linkin Park, Hawthorne Heights, My Chemical Romance, Green Day. There was like, well, I don't know, I keep on saying the Faceless, and like of course Slipknot and System of a Down, and there's just like there's like big names, right, that you got from VH1 or MTV and stuff like that, right? It Fuse interviews and stuff like that, right? Back when like all that was about music, right? It was a weird time, right? Before Teen Mom. And before Jersey Shore, but I fucks with Jersey Shore hard. Okay. Jersey Shore. Um anyways, so anyways. Oh yeah, MySpace, Hawthorne Heights. So I've been re-listening to like Hawthorne Heights songs that I like used to jam all the time secretly, because I wasn't allowed to like certain music because your friends would call you like a bitch, a pussy, a poser, shit like that, right? And back then, like people would like lay hands on you and shit. Like people were like, "Oh my god, I would it would be like to be like an early 2000s mall goth. Do you know how to fight? You're gonna get jumped." Like people don't put hands on people nowadays. Like they do, but they don't. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna like throw shit in your hair and like try to fight you and like call you a pussy, a bitch, a poser, and then tell all the other people, and like you get blacklisted from the friend group for like listening to certain music. It was very, very stupid. There were some times that were very, very ridiculous. Like, how the fuck are you a part of the alternative scene, right? In a small town, and they'll be like blacklist you because you're not as hard as they are. You're not as hard as they are. You're like not as hard as they are. Like, bro, first of all, you are like 25 trying to fuck with 13-year-olds. You belong behind bars. You belong behind bars. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, I would like listen to Hawthorne Heights. Like, okay, now that we're done like talking about the assholes from small towns that are trying to like whatever. Groom minors. Yeah, that's another thing. Like everybody was getting groomed. It was so horrible. It was like fucking disgusting. And if you weren't getting groomed in real life, like at the mall, by like, I don't know, every fucking weirdo in town, then you were online catfishing people on instant messenger. And shit like that. Any shit like that. Whatever. It was like the Wild West. It was like the Wild West. Okay. It was like the Wild West. Anyway, so yeah, it was so crazy. I've been re-listening to Hawthorne Heights. Ohio is for lovers. Am I embarrassed? Yeah. Is it cringy? Oh yeah. Do I love it? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I like Hawthorne Heights. Ohio is for lovers. Okay. Nikki FM. Okay. Fuck you. Saying sorry. Fuck you. It's good. And fuck you. And it was crazy. Trigger warning. Sewer slide. But like we were really jamming songs that were like, you know, my and black my eyes. Like we were sitting there. I don't think I can say that. I'm not trying to trigger anybody. But growing up, we were like, yeah, like listening to that, like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking myself. Wow. And then I'm just like, nowadays we're like, we have anxiety and depression. We're like, I don't know how to survive in this world because, like, as teenagers, we thought that was the end. We really thought that was the end. We were like looking forward to a zombie apocalypse, and now it's just like some whatever the fuck this shit is. Like, whatever the fuck this shit is. It was so crazy. I remember everybody was like playing Call of Duty, and or Left 4 Dead. Like that was a huge thing. Left 4 Dead. Um, it was just so much fun. It was fun being a kid. At the same time, like I said, lots of creeps, lots of weirdos. The sheriff would come to the every Friday. The sheriff would come to the mall because lots of my friends were on, like, I don't know, probation. Small town, small town. Well, lots of my friends get bored and do dumb shit. They were my friends though. They were my friends. They were my friends. And anyway, so the cops would have like flyers of like every kid on probation, and they would bring a whole van of sheriff deputies and shit like that, and a sheriff van, and they would just like zip tie all the kids that were on probation. But it's like, number one, we would move in packs, right? So why are you like, for my friends, whenever I saw the cops, like somebody would be hanging out kind of by the where the cops would hang out, like where they'd pull up and jump out and grab kids and put them in vans, take them, you know, to get in trouble. um so what would happen is that they would call the house and ask to speak to the child to make sure the kid was inside, because they were on the, the how do you say, well, like probation. You're supposed to stay inside because you broke the law and you're not supposed to have fun. You're like grounded by the cops. And then if the kid wasn't there, they'd go to the mall, they'd hit up the mall, the skating, all kinds of shit, right? But we moved in packs, and so you saw the cops, you would form kind of a line, a posse, form a posse, and then send your friend out back to where they could like escape or whatever. We've had people get on top of the mall and like run that way to get away from police officers, all kinds of shit. If you don't ever hand your friends over to the cops, like what world do you grow up in? We're like, oh man, they're here to come get you. I guess we could let our friend fucking like take the fucking L and like go to fucking jail with the probation officer. No, 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 no. You see a cop ready to take your friend, you tell that friend to fucking start running, or you give that friend a jacket or different clothes, or you switch clothes with that friend, or you put their hair up, or you give them a hat, and you get them the fuck out of there. Okay. And yeah, that's happened sometimes where we had to ask somebody with the car and be like, hey, you got a car? And it was always some weird older guy hanging around with the young kids being like, yeah, I've got a car. Shit, I've even got a mortgage. It's like, cool, fucker, that's great. Hey, blankety blank needs to get the fuck out of here. Can you drop him off at the bookstore? Because we'll be over there until 10 minutes. We didn't have cell phones. 10 minutes, bookstore. Okay. So they go to the bookstore, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, whatever. And so we'd move from the mall, we'd move in packs. Wolves, little packs of wolves. We'd go from the mall to the bookstore where it had like a cafe, coffee and shit like that, and music and CDs and whatnot. Everybody stole from the bookstore because it was like the thing that you did. Everyone did it. Anyways, it's closed down because of shoplifting, and that sucks. But yeah, oops, because that was a really great bookstore. Anyways, I stole a bunch of books from that bookstore, allegedly. I stole so many books on witchcraft from that bookstore. Am I sorry? No, but do I miss it? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. All my homegirls that were kind of weird to be sitting in the back, chilling in the back with their backpacks, like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Reading like manga and shit like that. They'd be reading, adult animation books. Anyways, and it was just a lot of fun. It was fun, but it was also like, here's the thing: a lot of us grew up getting heavily abused, so it wasn't safe being home. So we were out of the house. We were roaming the streets. We were committing crimes because the alternative was to go home and be physically, mentally, psychologically abused um, by some pretty fucked up people. My generation had some pretty narcissistic parents, pretty drug addicted parents, and honestly, everybody's been a victim of World War II since back in the day. I mean, did anybody get therapy for that? No. Did we talk about our feelings? No, we were just supposed to pick up and like start a family repopulate the planet, shit like that, and go to the moon and like live through the 60s and like whatever. Did anybody really talk about their feelings? I don't fucking know. I wasn't there. I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. I'm fucking doubt it. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it was just interesting. I'm like reliving some of my past, and also like I'm seeing like because I have a teenager, and like we are very domesticated, and we all stay at home because we are all working together to create this life that we have. And well, it hurts. Number one, it hurts because it like the I have to reflect back and be like, wow, I didn't have that, but it's so easy to like give it to my kids. So I guess I just like my mom never gave me that, and my father was non-existent, right? Like even my memories, I don't even know what my dad looks like. In my memories, I have no pictures of him, nothing. He is like a shadow. Like he's like a torso and like whatever, but no face. Like just is like like just gone. And wow, that's great. No, so I'm like freaking science monster. What the fuck is up? Hi. But yeah, and then like my mom, she pretty much like fucked me up pretty good. Like it's been pretty good, right? So I am like giving my kids a life that I wish I had, and also a life they wish they had. And I'm helping them manifest the life they want um, by literally just communicating with your kids. It's really not that hard. And then also just being just, like being like, hey, that's not fair. Like when something, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm fucking autistic that like, and I've gone to therapy and I've gone to the psychiatrist. And I've read tons of books. I don't know, man. Like I also used to steal self-help books. Like I was stealing self-help books and witchcraft books and like natural homeopathic healing books. What does that tell you? Something, hopefully. I don't know. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. But yeah. Just been reliving some of like my past and like reflecting and like bringing like that reflection, bringing that light to here and being like, wow, what the fuck? That's interesting. That's interesting. And then it hurts too because I'm like, wow, I didn't have that. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, but how easy it is to give to somebody else the thing you'd never had. And it hurts too, like the releasing of like giving somebody what they need, but you never had, but you're able to give it. Like, you can't hold it on because it doesn't serve you. In fact, it serves the masses better if you just gave it away for free, and it helps everybody. And it's like, damn, bitch, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? It's just, it really hurts too. Kind of self awareness and self reflection. It hurts to be like, it would have been nice. It would have been nice. What the fuck? Furthermore, me and my friend, like, I stumbled upon a article from 2007 talking about um I don't know, like things with genetics, right? And I was like, wow, they were trying to argue that people, if you had modified genetics, such as like replicating humans, right? I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word CLO ning, like replicating humans, right? Um, they were trying to say that because that person is not a human, that they don't have to follow human rules or they don't have human rights. Like in the medical article, they were discussing the morality of being a replication. And I was like, number one, uh what the fuck? And number two, they were like, well, here's what we could do. We can boost, like, it was like that part in Donnie Darko where they're like, feed them constant reassurance that their life is just as important as a human's, and that how do you say that, like if they just positively reinforce the child even though they're just a genetically modified person, right? Whatever. Um Such as Elon's kids, right? Okay. Then they will grow up to have an understanding that their life is good and everything's okay, stuff like that. And I was like, bitch, can I get some of that? Can I get some of that positive you're telling me that you're giving positive reinforcement to somebody that's a fucking replication made in a lab in a petri dish, right? And they get a better life. People are like boosting them like morale. Like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, I am a real human, I think, to an extent, and I can't even get a fucking crumb of that shit, motherfucker. Goddamn. I was like, what the fuck? And me and my friend, we were joking. We were like, can we get some? can we get a little bit like an MK Ultra, but like the one that makes you like happy to make you live a good life, or like to make you want to do your chores around the house, like to do the dishes without feeling like, God, this is it. Oh, I keep do my fucking Sisyphus rock up the hill. I gotta fucking do the dishes every day or the laundry, and then I wear clothes, and the next day, get the laundry's there again. What the fuck? Like, like where's the MK Ultra mind fuck that makes me go, I love laundry. Wow, like just a crumb. A crumb would be nice. Fucking, you're sitting there telling me you're fighting over the ethical and moral issues around clones possibly not being able to be like they're like fighting over this dumb shit in this article, right? They're tossing around, you know, the what ifs, right? They're fucking the what ifs, right? And I love that. I love it. I love a good hypothesis. I love a good hypothesis. I love a good think, like having a big thought. And they were having a big thought just in a medical journal that was published to like government shit, right? Hey, cool, great, whatever. But I was like, you're telling me so you're gonna like positively reinforce this kid and like that you're doing it, you're great. I was like, that is so sad because like, bitch, who do I gotta fucking pay? Who do I gotta pay to fucking get some positive reinforcement? You're doing it. You're doing great. You are a great mom. You're not a fuck up. Like, you made mistakes in the past, but hey, we all do. I gotta stand in the mirror and tell myself that shit. And I had to learn to do that. Like, what the fuck is this? And you guys are sitting there in 2007 jerking each other off, saying like, oh, it would just be so easy to like positively reinforce these kids. Why don't we just do it for all kids? Why don't it's so easy to positively reinforce your kids. Why couldn't y'all have done that for me? Where's my time machine? Because I'll go back myself. I'll go do it myself. I'll positively reinforce myself and be like, you little weird fucking girl. I love the fact that you love bugs and you love collecting stuff and you're so smart and talented and you look up etymological words for bugs. That's cool. You're fucking cool. I would probably, no, I'd be like, thanks. Wow. Do you want to go look for bugs together? Like, but no, instead, other people negatively reinforced me. Society negatively reinforced me and told me, you're a fucking weirdo, freak, poser, bitch, lesbo. And now, like, I'm just like, what is this? What is this? But yeah, so I've been having like this moments of like going back into my past and looking at it and being like, and also enjoying music from that time period, reminiscing on the sheriff office van pulling up and trying to kidnap all my friends because they were on parole. They're not parole. They're probation. I'm sorry. I say parole this whole time. I meant probation. I meant probation. They're on probation, not parole, bitch. They were on probation. They're probation officers, not. They're not. When you're an adult, that's parole. Your child is probation. All my friends were on probation. And whatever. And it was sad because I'm like, you want to go hang out at the mall? They're like, no, I can't hang out at the mall. I gotta stay home. I'm on probation. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? I took my friend's dad to the store in my car and he robbed it. And then I drove away. True story. That was one of my friend's stories. We were like, you did what? And he's like, oh yeah, about that. We were like, it's a bad time for you to tell us this when the cops are kicking our door down and they're writing your name and your plates. That's a bad time for you to tell us this. That you're in a fucking active like case. What the fuck, bro? Could have told us that before. Be careful who you hang out with, kids. Be careful who you hang out with. Okay, because you could go down with them. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want to go to jail. I saw a video today of 6 cops in Harris County beating the shit out of a 22-year-old girl that was in jail. Like, she was in orange, and then there were 6 cops that weighed at least 300 pounds apiece beating the shit out of a 22-year-old girl. Yeah, there's a lawsuit happening, but they said they allegedly beat the shit out of her. They threw the first punch. They caught it on camera. I guess they couldn't get to delete it quick enough. This world's fucked. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want to go to jail. So as much as people tempt you and you want to go, you don't want to go to jail because I'm telling you, you're going to get it from the inmates and you're going to get it from the cops and you don't want to get either way. Okay. You just got to sit, like when you get too left, too right, you start flip flopping too fast. Come back to the observer and start observing things and being like, what do I think? Not just what do I feel. Thank you, reinstall, Paul. Clock me between the eyes. Okay, I think that's about it. Been reminiscing. I've been fucking with makeup, and I have to go edit a makeup video, but I just want to delete it because, like, I'm just in a fucked up mood. I was in a fucked up mood. Like I said, I got lost in the woods for 2 hours the other day. I have been fucking with makeup. I dyed my hair. I did my nails. I mean, I feel better now. I ate some barbacoa. I watched Cursed. Oh God. When I'm in a fucked up mood, somebody remind me to watch a werewolf movie. There is something so good about watching people get ripped apart. I'm just like, God is an awesome God, He reigns. Like for real, like for real. There is, like, for real. There's something like when you see people get ripped apart in horror movies, it just like it fills my soul with like delight. And I don't know if that means there's something wrong with me. Maybe. I don't know. But it's comforting for me. So I just need to go to my comforts and stop trying to fit into society's comforts, because society's comforts is like uncomfortable. My comforts are like Mexican food, ice cream, watching motherfuckers get ripped apart. I'm just like, maybe that's my ancestors, bitch. Oh my God. Is that like all of my indigenous Mexican, Mesoamerican ancestors coming out right there? Get some fucking barbacoa and watch some bitches get ripped apart. This sounds like some shit the Aztecs used to do. Am I honoring my ancestors? Maybe. Maybe. Ah! Okay, on that note, I'm gonna go. That's some fucked up shit. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget whatever you forgot. Sorry. Okay, goodbye.